Hey there chess enjoyers, and welcome back to this YouTube chess channel where we together explore the exciting chess world, diving into the deep world of chess openings. Today's topic is a very interesting opening with a unique complexity and historical significance. It appears on the chessboard after the moves e4 and e5, followed by the key move, also giving the name of this opening, bishop c4, with the so-called bishop's opening. While it may not be the most aggressive opening, it still offers a big amount of strategic possibilities for both black and white. So here we can see that white chooses to at first develop their light squared bishop instead of at first developing their knight on f3 like this, as it is pretty common in open games in chess. So by this, white instantly targets the very important and for black also pretty dangerous f7 square and also f7 pawn here with their light squared bishop from c4. Right now there exist a couple of main variations for black which often transpose into several open games. But probably black's most popular second move and answer on bishop c4 is to play knight f6, attacking white's e4 pawn and also forcing him to now decide how to defend this pawn with the so-called Berlin defense. So d3 by white is the most common continuation, not only supporting here the e4 pawn, but also preparing for a broader pawn structure in the following moves of the debut of this chess match. So in the following moves, white can continue developing with moves as, for example, the already mentioned knight f3, the short castling like this, rook e1, here now aiming at the center of the chessboard, and so on and so on. But here black has to be careful not to fall into very sneaky inferior traps of the King's Gambit declined variation. For example, to avoid this, black can now choose to play pawn c6 like this. And here the game could now, for example, continue and go on with knight f3 by white, pawn d5 by black, striking now at the center of the chessboard and attacking our bishop. Therefore white escapes on b3, black develops his bishop on d6, and so on and so on. But of course there are also many other playable and very interesting variations of the Berlin defense of the bishop's opening besides d3 by white, as for instance knight c3 by white, transposing into the very interesting Vienna game, or also developing their other knight on f3 like this, transposing into the so-called Petrov's defense. But definitely my favorite variation of the Berlin defense is the so-called Urusov Gambit, named after a famous Russian prince from the 19th century. But before I will show you how this Urusov Gambit appears on the chessboard, I would like to ask you to subscribe to this YouTube channel and activate the announcement bell so you won't miss any more brand new chess videos on this channel. As for example videos about chess openings, as in this video, chess opening traps, sneaky traps for black and white with which you can completely destroy your opponents already in the beginning of the chess match, chess mindset hacks, videos about chess strategy, and so on and so on. Thank you very much. But back to the Urusov Gambit. Here white just completely crushes the center of the chessboard on only the third move of this chess match by playing pawn d4 like this. So for black the most natural and most logical move just seems to be to capture this pawn right now, on which white develops their knight on f3, attacking his opponent's pawn on d4. And now the game can really go many different directions and many different variations can be played. For example, black could go on and now capture white's second pawn, the undefended pawn here on e4, with their knight like this. Black could actually also develop their second knight, also transposing into the so-called two knights defense by, developing their knight on c6. Or black could try to decline a further gambit in this Urusov variation of the bishop's opening by playing pawn d5 like this. Here white captures on d5 with their e4 pawn, we have bishop b4 by black, pawn c3, and so on and so on. But wait, black doesn't always answer with the Berlin defense, correct? Exactly. The second most played line by black is the so-called classical defense, where black plays a similar move and develops their bishop on c5, parallel to the white bishop like this. And here white again can transpose into different other open games and openings, as for example the Vienna game or also the Guocopiano opening, or they can remain in the bishop's opening by either playing pawn b4 with the so-called wings gambit, or they play the Philidor variation by choosing pawn c3 like this. Black answers with knight f6, on which you again strike at the center of the chessboard with pawn b4, as also in the already shown Urusov Gambit of the Berlin defense of the bishop's opening. So here black captures your pawn on d4, on which you don't instantly capture back and fulfill this pawn trade, but you rather start a little counter-attack by playing pawn e5, advancing your pawn from e4 to e5, and attacking the black's knight here on f6. But actually black also does not escape with the knight, but rather also starts a counterattack. So black has the same idea as you and plays in this position the aggressive move pawn d5, and here we can see that in this variation, so in the Philidor variation of the bishop's opening, we really have a very difficult and tense and also complex position starting and entering the middle game of this chess match. And now before this video ends, let's quickly get back to the so-called wing gambit, which I have just mentioned. Actually in chess, so in general in chess, a wing gambit is an opening where white chooses to play the early b4 move with the intention to deflect a pawn or also a bishop that stands here on c5 with the further intention to then develop and occupy the d4 square with, for example, a pawn. Let's just look at an instance where this can be seen very well. For example, there is the so-called Sicilian defense, one of the most famous chess openings in the whole history and in the whole game and world of chess. So on e4, black answers with c5, on which white could now possibly choose to play the wing gambit like this, deflecting, if black accepts the gambit, here now the attention of this c5 pawn, or with the intention to possibly now take control of the center of the chessboard with this very strong pawn duo on d4 and on e4. So here in the classical defense and classical variation of the bishop's opening, white could actually also choose to play the wing gambit by of course playing pawn b4 like this, where the game often transposes into the Evans gambit. So this was an audio with this video. I really hope that you liked it. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe to this YouTube channel and also leave a like and write down there in the comments about which other chess topics you want to have a brand new video on this channel. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye!